What's going on, everybody? So it's back on your screen. Let's get into the video. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I know we can do it. As you read by the title and thumbnail of today's video, we'll be saying the hardest part of our pregnancy. Not everything is all rainbows and colors. So this is an emotional video. Make sure you grab a seat. Make sure you grab some Takis.
Robin!
Let's get it.
Okay, so it all started when we did our gender reveal. I got a phone call from the clinic saying that the results were in, and that was the result of my blood work. And in that blood work, they take blood and they figure out what the gender of the baby is, like more earlier than when, like, if you do an ultrasound. And also they find out like if the baby has any disorders like Down syndrome, what else? Spinal muscular atrophy, just different types of disorders. And yeah, so I got the call. They were explaining to me that the results were in, that the gender, that they know the gender, if I wanted to know or not, and I said no, obviously. And also they were talking to me and explaining to me about what they found in one of my blood works, that the baby could have a potential disorder. But I honestly did not pay attention to it because I was like so happy that I'm gonna find out what the gender was. So I kind of like blurred that part out where they were talking about the disorder, and I didn't really pay much attention to it. So then 2 weeks later, I go back to the clinic for a follow-up about the blood work, and there they explained to me the disorder and how it's possible that I could be recessive for the disorder, meaning that the baby could possibly have the disorder because of me. So then they wanted to make sure that Roman was like negative, because if he was negative and I was positive, the baby wouldn't have come with the disorder because he's negative. So then they take Roman to the back and they take blood from him. They take blood from me again, and 4 weeks later we get the results. The results come out that me and Roman are both positive recessive, meaning that we both carry that chromosome that could potentially affect the baby, causing her to have the disorder. And that's when I got really emotional, because it's something that you don't want to hear as a mom, because you know you want your baby to grow up like healthy and stuff. So it was like really hard on me. And I remember being in the clinic and I called Roman right away when they told me. I'm like, look, the baby could have this because we're both recessive. This is what the blood showed. And then I went outside to the car and I just bursted out crying because it's just like emotional. It's like you don't want to think the worst, you know?
Yeah, and I was in the car like the whole time. I couldn't go in because of COVID. Only she did. And like when she called me, I don't know. I'm not the type to like cry right then and there. Like I really didn't even cry. Not because I didn't want to, but it takes time for me to believe things. So I didn't want to believe it at all. I never wanted to believe it. I just kept thinking. Why, you know? Because none of our family, like, I don't know. I was just thinking a lot of things.
Yeah. So the disorder that they said that she might have is called SMA, and it stands for spinal muscular atrophy. And this disorder is the disorder that affects the muscle, so there's not a lot of muscle movement. It's like basically the person that has this disorder is like paralyzed and stuff, and they need to be in a wheelchair and stuff.
In a wheelchair.
So you know, as a mom, I kind of like really got into like looking into the condition and like the probability that the baby could have it and all that. Like
a lot of videos.
I saw a lot of videos, and I was trying to process, like just trying to process. So that's when the clinic sent me to get genetic counseling. And in genetic counseling, they look more into the disorder, like if your family has it. So they were checking our family and to see if they inherited the disorder, and they didn't find anything. So that was like good news. But then they asked me, okay, do you really want to know 100% if your baby's gonna have this disorder? You have to do this procedure called an amniocentesis. And an amniocentesis is when they put a needle all the way to your tummy, all the way down to where the baby is, to the sac of the baby, and they take the little skin chromosomes, and that's when they look into the chromosomes and see if the baby has this disorder or not. So yeah, at that time me and Roman were just doing an ultrasound just to see if the baby was okay, and then that's when they asked me if I wanted the amniocentesis. And they explained the whole procedure to me, and honestly I was really scared because, you know, thinking of a whole needle going all the way to your stomach to where the baby is kind of scary. So me and Roman were just thinking, okay, should we do it or should we not?
It took forever just talking if we should do it or not. The doctors kept like knocking, asking us if we're ready, have we made a decision, and we just kept talking.
And also the probability was something that we took in counter too, because they said that if I did the procedure, then it would be a higher probability that there could be a miscarriage than the baby having a disorder. So if I did the procedure, it would have been a higher probability that I would have had a miscarriage than the baby would have had the disorder. So that's what we also took in counter. Like, do we really want to do this? Do we really want to risk this? So we were just there like thinking, I don't know. And then we both decided that we were going to go ahead and do the procedure because we didn't want to live like with like we didn't want our pregnancy to be all about worrying.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to enjoy it. So we went ahead and we did the procedure. And during the procedure, like I said again, they stuck a whole needle all the way down to my stomach to where the baby was. And they grabbed all the little skin chromosomes, the skin DNA. And Roman was watching that.
Yeah, I was sitting down right next to, what was it, a bed? Yeah, I was at a chair. And I saw a lot of doctors come in the room. They were doing the ultrasound, so I saw on the screen. I don't like needles, so I didn't see when they like put it in, but I did see the screen. So I just saw that needle like go all the way, and it was really long, all into the sac. I saw a sac, and yeah, I just saw like liquid coming out, like going into the tube.
And they didn't put the needle inside me once, right? They took more than one.
Yeah, more than one tube.
Yeah, they were like 4 tubes.
4 tubes, yeah.
Yeah, and it just hurt so much. I was there like this. I closed my eyes and I put my fist so hard, like the pain was not that good. So after the procedure 4 weeks later, we got the results in, and we read the results, and thank God that everything came out good. The baby was healthy. She did not have the disorder or anything. So we were really happy that day, really happy.
Yeah, that was really good news for us.
We went to Olive Garden.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Had to celebrate.
Yeah. So now that we know that we're both recessive for the disorder, it's hard, like if we want to have another baby, because we have to go through it all over again. So it's something that, I mean, I won't mind going through it again, like if it happens, but I wouldn't like to go through it again.
Yeah.
You know. So if we do decide to have more babies, then we have to go through the whole procedure again, and then yeah, that's why we're kind of holding back, like no more kids, right?
Yeah, no more kids.
So yeah, so that was one of the bad parts that happened during our pregnancy. We thought it was over, but then something new came, and that was me getting severe anemia. And anemia is like when you don't have enough iron in your body. So I got more blood work done. I got a lot of blood work done. I had a lot of needles stuck in my veins. But yeah, I had more blood work done, and my iron levels were really low. So I had to be sent to a cancer specialist for blood. And during that, they told me that I had to get 2 iron transfusion and a possible blood transfusion. and the blood transfusion was for my delivery. So they didn't want me to bleed out because it was possible like I could have bled out. So that's why they would probably do a blood transfusion. So I only got 2 iron transfusion in my veins. So that's when they put iron, like they literally put iron in my body to like help me like raise my levels so I could feel better. And you know, when I had anemia, I was like I got really tired. I always slept.
Yeah, I tried, like, when I found out that her iron level was low, like, I got you some spinach. What else did I get you? We went to carrots, everything. Pomegranate juice, everything. But yeah, that didn't work.
The bad thing about it was that like during those appointments when I was like getting my like iron transfusion, like Roman couldn't come at all, like because COVID did not permit like visitors to come. So honestly, I had to be there alone, like alone, and that sucked. Like all my appointments, like for Leia, for him to like see if the baby was okay, he couldn't be there.
Yeah.
So it's just sad, like how they would open like they would open other public places, but they won't let like your partner into like going with you to the appointments. You know, that's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. I know it's protocol, but I feel like we all need a support system. So I don't know. But yeah, so I had to go to the appointments alone, and you know, it was scary for me because I was just there alone. I had to do it all by myself, you know. And when I was laying there, like there's a lot of like older people around me, like they had different like things getting done, like those people had like cancer and stuff. So it was like really sad, like just being there and, like just experiencing it all alone, and like he couldn't be there with me. So yeah, that's another part that really sucked. But yeah, so overall the message of this video is that there's always a good and a bad side to every situation. Like for a pregnancy, like there wasn't, you know, people only see like the baby showers, the gender reveals, the baby being born, but you know, we really go through it. Like everybody goes through their own battles day to day, and everybody, And
I just want to say that pregnancy is really hard. If you know someone that is going through pregnancy, or that went through pregnancy and gave birth, or even if missed a baby, like support them, man. Support them for real. They go through a lot. Like their bodies change, their hair fall, they feel ugly, everything, man. Everything happens. So just always support. Always support, man.
Yeah. So yeah, so to all the mothers that are like going through pregnancy, you know, I know like by experience at the postpartum, like even like stuff like this, like your baby possibly having a condition, I know it could be hard, but you know, you get through it. Like day by day you get through it. Not everything is bad. So yeah, just appreciate all the mothers out there, because they really did like gave a whole life. They gave a whole life. But yeah, that was the bad part of our pregnancy.
That was the bad part. I hope you guys enjoyed our video. Make sure you like, comment, and share in our video. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Let's hit it, man. Alea, tell them to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you all for watching the bad side of my pregnancy.
Tell them that she's healthy.
I am really healthy, and I'm smart, and I love you guys all. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.